What is going on, Alpha Hunters? Hope you fine people had a great weekend because the markets are having a magnificent Monday. And let's just figure out what's moving, what's not. Let me know what you did this weekend. And, you know, let's just keep it light today because we are celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday to the SPY. SPY 30 years old today. Alrighty. So now that that's over with, 30 years, man, hard to believe 30 years. This thing's been going for 30 years. Woo. We haven't seen this thing outperform at all. So let's. I don't really know where to start today. I mean, everything's bullish. Else is there to say, really? Led a lot by the Qs and Tech. Led a lot by the Qs and Tech. Obviously, we're going to dive into everything, looking pretty good. IWM, the DIA, a little lagging, though. A little lagging behind a little bit. Sold off our little gap down, but kind of lagged early on. Had a little bit more of a pullback in that mid morning time. But yeah, all right, it's doing its thing. Just doing its thing. Here's where I kind of stand on some of this. We get to some of this later on as well, but if you turn log off, let's just go to a daily. Let's just look at the whole year, past year, bear market. This is the log, right? This is the log. This is very important to understand. Okay, this is the log time frame. Okay, if you turn log off, notice this downward trending line moves. Okay, and that is where we hit the high last week. That is where we hit the line last week. Today, we broke through that line easily. We broke right through it. And we're going to look at it intraday. Okay, we'll look at it how it looked intraday. But just connecting in with all these highs, we smashed right into it last week. But if you turn log on, we are basically just now getting there. This is the point in time where we have failed every time. We actually didn't quite get there back in August, but every time we got there on the log time frame, that is where we actually saw the market fail. So is that going to happen again? Man, I'll tell you, man, it's moving pretty good today. It's moving pretty good. Who knows? We might float a little bit above it by the end of the day, maybe going into tomorrow, because we've seen a lot of buying, a lot of bullishness. We'll see what kind of reversal probably does have a little bit of a sell down kind of going into close. I wouldn't say it would be a massive one, but we are going into earnings, and we're going to take a look at earnings, what kind of earnings we got coming out today, tomorrow, Wednesday. See what's on the calendar. But let me turn log off, okay? And this is kind of interesting. As you saw the market running up, look at where it paused right here. Look at where it paused. It consolidated for about 20 minutes, right around that 10 a.m. Eastern time frame, and then it poked right through. It made a run, got close to 400, had another little consolidation type moment, and then it popped through. And then it stopped. And then it just stopped. It is crazy. Who like market participants, whoever, hand of God, I don't know. But they just took out these levels, and then once they broke them, you just see the volume on the date on the intraday kind of time frame absolutely died off, and it has been dead ever since about that 10 minutes after we broke through 400. There has not been much volume. And I can even go to a 15-minute. Look at that. It's just died off. And you kind of just wonder if you feel like, not to say the markets can get manipulated, but if there's manipulation in the market. I got my buddy. If Diet's in the chat, man, he's going to be like, I told you markets were manipulated. Yeah, okay, whatever, bud. But, it's just one of those things that this is crucial because a lot of people I know have been watching. Dang it, Diet. You're right, man. All right. So a lot of people have been watching this downward trending line that goes back the whole year, all these highs. And that's where that's where we first consolidated this morning, right? That was where we first consolidated. Let me go back to a 5-minute. And then broke. And then we consolidated again right at the 400. These were the two price levels. If anybody was watching the market or has been watching, these are the two price levels. This downward trending line with the log turned off and the 400, right? Because I don't know why people just don't pay attention to the log. But guess where we just came into? The log downtrend right there. I would say it's not a bad idea. I mean, it's always up to you. You might snag one, whatever your risk appetite is. Because here's the other thing. You want to look at something interesting? Let's look at the VIX. The VIX over the past hour has been trading higher. Now the VIX. Let me look in the broker. Because I don't have. For whatever reason, the VIX. I cannot. You can't get VIX to have real time data in TradingView. I've looked, but the VIX is currently at 1972 right here. But you notice here over the past hour or so, the VIX has been trading higher. And you know what? So is the SPY. SPY over that time frame trading higher. So it's just very interesting. And I don't know which way is right. I like leaving log on. I always do, just because when I look long term, it makes when you look look at a long term chart, it's not all cattywampus, or it's not parabolic. Like you turn log off, it looks parabolic, right? But if you turn log on, it doesn't. It looks like it's just it looks normal, right? It looks normal. It's a little bit easier to kind of see the price flows over history. But this is the line, man, I really thought was it. This was the line I really thought was it. And until we break that downtrend line, there's no way I'm flipping to being bullish. Now, this would be super sneaky, right? Because we broke last week's high. We broke the non-log or log-off downtrend. And, we also broke 400 or whatever. But, man, that's almost too good right there. Almost too good. I mean, we're going to see if it holds. I'm not going to say it's going to hold. It might be wrong. Maybe that was the breakout with the log turned off. Maybe that was the breakout. I mean, we'll see. But if it comes and it just reverses off of that line, that'll be very interesting to see. All right, what do you got? Time to get back into the puts. Same strike or higher? That's a great question, bud. Oh, dude. It's really going to depend on where you think the price target is for the SPY to drop to. Now, if you're like, I could definitely easily see us get back down to 350 by, let's say, May or April. Go like 2-3 months past that on the expiration and go halfway. So right now we're around 400. You think we go to 350? Easy, 375 or 370, which would be very interesting because that'd be right below this little consolidation, right? Because we consolidated right here at 370. All right, 370 strike, perfect, man. I dig it. You get down there, I'd imagine we at least have some choppiness. A lot of people are going to say, okay, here's the bottom, double dip, get to buy it again. I don't think this would be the bottom if we trade back down there. But you could take the profits, reassess, and then, go back in if we start to break down, right? But I'd imagine, we get back down to this level. I mean, there's going to be people that buy it, without a doubt. There'll be people that buy it. So that'd be kind of what I'm thinking. But yeah, I mean, picking up a put here, snagging a put, sure. Let's just go look at the intraday. I want to see what's really lagging today. I know everything but tech was kind of lagging early on. The first few minutes, first 10, 20 minutes of the market, tech was up about 0.5%. Tech was up about 0.5%. Let's just run through the sectors and we'll look at the line charts. Tech was up about 0.5%. Utilities are down. I'm sorry, utilities are not down. They're underperforming on the day, right? So the SPY currently up 1.4%. Utilities are actually up 0.7%. So underperforming. Tech is up 2.5%. Look at that little run it had this morning, man. This is super strong. I think December or September this time. No, man. I think if we roll over, it's going to be here in the next 3 months, 3-4 months. I think we would, if we were going to do it, it'd be happening by April. I would go I'd go July or August, man, because you don't want to pay too much. You don't want to put in too much capital going out too far in time. But you want to make sure you do give yourself time to where, like, if you're off 1 month, like, you're not going to get hosed. But you don't want to be going too far out in time to where putting dollars into a position is it's just not a good return on investment, that kind of thing. Just kind of like a waste. XLRE is up 0.7%. XLB materials up 0.3%. XLI is up 1.3%. So almost in line with the SP 500. A little bit lagging, not there, right there on the industrials. Healthcare up 0.6%. Financials up 1.3%. Energy's up 0.9%. Discretionary is up 1.7%. Staples are up 0.6%. Healthcare is up 1.7%. So there's three. Did I say healthcare? Communications. I don't know what I said. XLC communications up 1.7%. Okay. So there are three areas holding up the market today, and it's all risk on: XLC, XLY, and XLK. All right. Let's take a look here. Kind of what was going on in the very beginning of the day. Then. Oh, right there. That works right there. No, I want it right there. Thank you. All right. So, yeah, XLK, XLY, XLC leading the day. Everything else underperforming. And really kind of notice right here, this is where the SPY, right here around this time frame, this is where the SPY, the SPY, broke that 400 level. Look at energies, look at materials. Like they all popped right there when that SPY broke that 400 level. And they were all kind of flattened, just kind of hanging in there. They weren't really doing much. Just logging. Nice. What are you logging? Are you logging the Z's? How you doing? Hello. So yeah, it's just kind of interesting. Just kind of interesting how a lot of things were underperforming, not really doing a whole lot, and then they all got the pop right there when the SPY crossed 400. Anything you're watching, just logging, or any questions, anything you want to look at? Doing good. I'm doing good. It is a Monday. It was a good weekend, except for the Cowboys lost. Not a huge, like, diehard Cowboys fan, but I am a fan. I'm more of a fan of just good football. But yeah, you know how it goes. Let's see. But yeah, XLK, man, they were just doing so good. I have a question about how to start trading. Don't. Oh man. All right. How to start trading? It's a different world. What's your background? Actually, let me ask you. First off, how old are you, and what's your background, and what's your timeline in the market? Like, are you more of a hands-off kind of trader, or are you trying to be more hands-off investing? Do you want? You're 18. Okay. All right. 18, man. Good. First off, good for you getting into already being financially aware of your situations. Do you want to be a day trader? Because day trading's not that fun, man. But you can make a lot of money without being all shook. Day trading, man. I'm in day trading. All right, okay. I'm not the best day trading person, and the reason why is I mostly there's so much other stuff I'd rather do during the day. But there's a lot you can just do during the market in a day that you don't have to. I would say you don't have to be like day trading per se. Like a lot of people would say, if you buy and sell something intraday, like you're a day trader. The way I kind of do things, I manage things intraday. And one of my favorite bullish strategies, I wish we were in a bull market because I could very clearly show you. One of the things I love to do is sell options, especially at the beginning of the day, and just kind of move them up and bracket the SPY throughout the day. That's like the best way to me to make money, but we're not in that kind of marketplace in my opinion right now. To me, we're still in a bear market. I get that things are looking a little bullish. I'm not going to lie. But the thing I would say that you most want to know, how much capital you have and understand risk tolerance. Okay. If you have $100, not every strategy is going to be able to work for you. Okay. So that's the other thing. Okay. You 18, you probably have a lot of just capital restrictions, right? Because you're 18. You haven't put in time in a career to make a lot of money, build up a lot of capital. I would say, build up your capital. Don't do things that lose money. I worked like all summer. Yeah, the fact that you even got to say you worked all summer just definitely tells me you didn't, you really are not there yet. But it doesn't matter, man. It's a long road. I'm not trying to put you down, okay? But it's a long road. It's not a short path to success. Save like 10. Okay, bro, 10 grand. All right, you're working some stuff now. 10 grand. Hey, Diet. This guy's got more capital than you, man. That's funny. All right, 10 grand. You can do some things with 10 grand. You can do some things. Um, do not get into 0 day to expiration options. Do not get into short term options. Okay. My channel is options trading, and that's why I'm going to tell you don't do that. Yeah, I am killing you, Smalls. There is. Let me. I'm going to pull up. Give me a sec. Actually, I'm going to watch this. I'm going to pull up a different window here on the side, and I'm going to find a video. I want to find a video for you. And it is a guide video. It's meant to help you stay out of the troubled areas, and that's the main thing that you need to understand. All right. So let me go to videos, and I'm gonna find this video. I'm gonna go to playlists, and I can't remember. Yeah, I watched a ton of videos, but man, they look like scammers, dude. There is a lot of scammers, man. I'm gonna be pretty honest. I was watching one just a little bit earlier. Freaking, he was like, "How I knew the market was going to pump." I was like, "What? Are you kidding me, man? You sound like you're making yourself out to be a prophet, dude. You're not a prophet." Let me, dude, I've got to find this. Maybe.
So if you were new,
God dog it. No. I want to go away. I can trust. Do you think we're gonna have a rug pull in the next week? What's up, man? Corey, dude? Way to be killing it, lately, man. Chris the plumber, or you're Chris Plumber, not Chris the plumber. I don't know. Joe the plumber. I don't know. You remember when Joe the plumber was a thing? Chris
well,
the plumber. Hold on. I really got to find this video for you, dude. Spy gapping. Blah 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 blah. Blah. Easily restock charts. Time guide. Don't stock pick for investments. This is actually a really good one. Let me drop this. Actually, this is a good one. Copy link address. This is a good one to kind of read. Not read, but I dropped that one for you. That's a good one. It's understand why you should be investing and what you should be getting into. Interest rate impacts these conditions. Gapping stocks. All right, whatever. That means nothing. Where? It might be in options. My options world.
welcome back.
Stop. Calls, puts, intrinsic. Where's my guide? Basic. Oh, you know what? It might be lower. What is the best call? Put out head to the wheel. Options, trading timeline. Copy link. I think this is it. It'll actually cover stocks and options, I believe. Let me actually go to that. Where was that? Options trading.
Welcome.
Yep, this is it. So here's a quick guide. It's a quick guide. It gives you an understanding of, and really, there's all these different situations here to really kind of what time frames you're wanting to get into and understand. And the green basically tells you, hey, like these are good things to be doing. Like this is your safe zones. The red boxes, these are like no-go zones until you like really become more knowledgeable in what you're doing. The yellow is a little bit more of a cautionary area. Don't really be doing that. Shorting options
For day
just
trade
make
or
sure you
new,
have the capital to do it. And by shorting options, I'm not talking about bearish. I'm talking about selling. That's what shorting options means. It means selling options. Long options means buying options. So just understand the difference between the two. But yeah, the other thing I would say, just learn terminology, man. Just learn terminology. That way you can understand what people are talking about in in their videos. Don't just watch me. Watch other people. Don't fall. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of scammers out there. But just kind of just learn terminology and learn what they're kind of talking about. Those two videos, very good. The second one will definitely help you stay out of troubled areas. Stick with stocks until you kind of get a feel for how you think stocks move, and then options will just help you go to another level. But yeah, you're on a long road, man. So just realize you're on a long road. There's no quick path to success. Finance world is a fun area to be in. Things are always changing. It's always dynamic. There's a lot of things always paying attention to, and that is about the best sales job I can do, man. I don't know. Like it's a fun spot. It's just I don't care to day trade just because there's not a lot of reason to. I don't want to be stuck in front of a computer for 8.5 hours a day. I'd rather do other things. So, but always feel free to ask questions, man. Always feel free to ask questions. If you ever have questions, you're just like you're confused about something, you hear something somewhere, ask questions. Yeah, never hesitate to ask questions. Other thing to understand is get your resources, like educational resources that you can use. Investopedia is a great resource for beginners. Just a lot of basic, common investment knowledge and terminology definitions that are going to be very good to to understand. Chris Plummer, man, I got you. Rug pull. This is. So I don't know if you're still there, Chris, but I'll go through this anyways. I started off with this, and the thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the log, right? I'm going to turn off the log. This daily time frame will zoom out, right? This is the highs with the log turned off that goes back all throughout the bear market. All these highs are interconnected, right? So that's the log turned off, and you see that we broke above that today. So I'm going to turn the log back on. You'll notice this is where we have actually pivoted every time. Now that's where currently our current intraday high today is right at that high. Right, so I'll zoom back in. You can see right at that high. So it's kind of interesting. And now I'm going to turn log back off, and you can see that downward trending line is kind of where we're at now. This is where we consolidated the first time, mid-morning, consolidated, popped higher, made a run to 400. This is where we consolidated the second time, or kind of did a little bit of a consolidation, and then we popped above 400. And then really since then, the market hasn't done a whole lot. And after that, you really saw the volume die off. All right. So it's almost like the market just pushed through two heavily watched price levels: the downward trending line with log off and the 400. Okay. Those have been heavily watched by a lot of people. Now I'm going to turn log back on, and you notice with log back on, this is right where we hit the top today. So far, do we go a little bit higher? Maybe. What platform I prefer trading on? That's a good question. It doesn't really matter. You're looking for what's going on, dude. Simmies are on fire today. What's going on, Rosebud? Um, Login. The thing about brokers is it doesn't matter as long as they give you the flexibility to trade how you want to trade. You have a $10,000 account or capital, not an account. You have a capital. The thing, what I've kind of told people, if you have capital under $25,000, I would go with Robinhood. The reason why I would go with Robinhood is they have free commissions. It's hard to beat that. If you go above $25,000 and really grow your account to where you're over 25, go to like 35, and then I would go to a better broker, one more like Thinkorswim or Interactive Brokers, something like that. Um, but I would, I mean, dude, Robinhood, they're free, man. They got free trading. They got free trading. Yes. Oh, that is another thing. Yes. Paper trade. Practice as much as possible. Dude, don't put real money into the market. You're new, man. You're new. There's so much to learn. And part of it is not just trading a stock or options, but the other part of it is understanding how to enter positions, how to change volume, how to set price alerts, how to get out of positions. Like there's so much like order entry, dude. There is so much to learn about just the beginning stuff that like you take for granted once you like kind of know a lot of that. Like it's. I was about to try Pocket Option, but I heard bad things about it. I never heard of Pocket Option. I wouldn't do it, dude. Go with brokers that you know. Like there's no. You don't need to go with some garage band brokerage. And you don't want to go with no garage band brokerage. Like go with like well known stuff. Robinhood. I mean, I trash them for a stock. I don't think the stock's garbage, but as far as like customer, like uh, they don't charge much for brokerage. They don't charge anything for brokerage. So go with them until you build up your account, and then I'd say actually go with a legit trading platform. Fidelity, Schwab. Actually, nix that on Fidelity. This guy Rosebud's tricking me. He knows I hate Fidelity. Don't go with Fidelity. Can't stand them. Some people like Fidelity. I just can't. I just can't stand their 401k services. So I don't like them. But Thinkorswim, TD Ameritrade is good. Interactive Brokers is good. It really just comes down to personal preference. You know, whatever brokerage kind of fits your needs. And that's the other reason why I'd say go with Robinhood. They give you access to a lot of stuff. They're free. They don't charge you commissions. So if you're just going to kind of get in and learn, the other thing is you can sign up for a TD Ameritrade and get access to the brokerage platform Thinkorswim. Um, this trading platform you can download on a laptop. This is what I use, and this is free. You just sign up for an account for TD Ameritrade, and you can download the desktop for free, and use the paper trading in this platform. And it's fantastic. It's really good. You don't have to put capital into the brokerage. You can put your capital in Robinhood and still use a lot of the tools and resources that they have. The charting software I use is tradingview.com. So this is why you're seeing this is tradingview.com. This is what I use just because it's a web-based system. I like the look and feel I like of this charting software and stuff like that. So yeah, feel free to ask questions, man. But you just got a long way to go. The best thing to do is just kind of get in there and paper trade, learn how to order entry and close orders, learn how to change volume, learn how to what it means, like how much capital it is for you to get into a position and get out of position, understand, what your risk tolerance is, that kind of stuff. Do things that are successful. Do not do things that are speculative until you understand really what it means to take on those positions. ENPH, man, just kicking butt today. So much for that position. XBI looking pretty good. I might look to maybe take that off. AAPL. So this is one thing I want to talk about. AAPL. Over the past couple of hours, while the market's been running higher ever since that mid-morning little early kind of high, and then it consolidated, and then it's pushed back higher here about 40 minutes ago or so. AAPL was not part of that. AAPL was not a part of it. Now, AAPL was strong initially. It was very strong. Even the first 5 minutes, it was strong. So, the Qs were red in the first 5 minutes. The SPY, red in the first 5 minutes. AAPL was not. They were actually out and bought immediately. So, maybe it was just more of its resting time period. Sure. Oh my gosh, dude. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I'm really glad that I found you. A lot of YouTubers making videos of day trading, but they don't go live trading. Yeah, this is really what I want to do for this hour. Is just kind of get in, look in the markets, help people that need help. A lot of it's, and some of it's just like guide, just kind of guide you in the right path. But some of it's like, hey, you're going to have to put in the time to learn yourself, because for how much there is to learn in trading, stop losses and all of it, you got to put in the time. Like, trust me, I don't have enough hours in the day to teach you everything about trading. It's a lot of it's going to come down to you and your style of what you want to trade, and a lot of it just comes down to timeline, how much time you want to put into it. So if you want to trade intraday, and what people would call day trading, then that's a thing on you if you want to go that route. And obviously strategies are going to be different than non-day trading strategies, right? Like if you're just in it for swing trading, and swing trading is looking more at like daily time frames, and daily candles and hourlies, possibly some weeklies, then those strategies are different, right? Those strategies are going to be a little bit different. Your stop losses are going to be different. You're going to pay attention to different levels. So it's just going to depend, right? You got to figure out what you want to get out of it. And Trade Brigade on YouTube, I don't know, but Rosebud, I trust his judgment. Is going to learn how day traders strategies. Yeah. All right. There you go. Day trading strategies, Trade Brigade. Hey, Rosebud, can you can you quickly drop in their channel page for just logging? Yeah, Diet Cola is shady because nobody likes Diet Cola. What the heck, man? Where's the real stuff? Nobody likes that aspartame, whatever. You found them? All right, good. Yeah. If you ever feel like you just want to clarify, question, or whatever, I know day trading. I just don't care to do it because I prefer to do other things with my time during the day. That's it. But if you have something you ever want to ask questions about, man, just ask. Not a problem. I've done it. That's why I don't like to do it, because I've done it, and it's just, to me, it's just a waste of time. In my eyes. I know a lot of people that are really good at day trading. They enjoy the heck out of it. But most day traders, they only get into the market the first hour of the day, and really they do their research the first 30 minutes before the market opens, and they trade roughly for that first hour and a half, 2 hours. Okay, and usually they're done. Then they're done. They don't that's why the market's busy in the first hour to 2 hours of the day. After that, the market doesn't move as much, and that's one reason why I live stream now, because I want to understand and diagnose what the market's doing during the quiet times. I want to see why the market's moving, or really understand the rotation that kind of is going on during the market. for that day. That's why I do this in the afternoon. But yeah, feel free to ask anytime. There is a lot of good resources out there, but there's also a lot of shady people. Anybody that says like or I called this or I called this top. There's a lot of people out there that do that. And they're like, oh, I called this top, I called this top, I called this bottom. Yeah, man, just turn them off. Just turn them off. Anybody that has their channel name is like after their own name. They're mostly just a branding. They're just trying to build their own personal brand. Not to say that they're not good, but most of the time they're just building their own brand. They don't really care about trading. They're probably making more money on the YouTube channel side than they are trading. All right, dude. I know who you were calling out. What are you talking about? I'm calling out a lot of people. There was a lot. There was a lot. It's not just one or two. It's like dozens. All right. Anyways, let's get to looking. What was really interesting last night as I was watching the dollar. The dollar rolled a little bit bearish. I was really kind of curious to see if it was going to hold down overnight, but it didn't. And early this morning, it popped. So, dollar a little bit of strength, man. If it could just break these downward sloping moving averages, man, it might put some pressure downward on the stock market. We'll see. The 10-year though is looking pretty strong. 10-year after hitting that 200 daily moving average last week, it's been looking pretty good. Yeah, nice little pullback back here. Nice little pullback here. Thing is like after the strong move up, man, this looks so much like a little flag pattern. Longer term, longer kind of timeline on that flag pattern, like over 3 months. But for how much of a move up we had over the past year and a half or so, 2 years, it's not like it's just crushing off. So I don't know. So far, it looks a little bit stronger here on the 10-year yield. Inversion yield's coming down a little bit, not too much. Gold's popping a little bit. HYG, HYG LQD, not. So they made a new high last week over December, but they're not today. Yeah, the LQD as well. Huh. So that's interesting. So are they basically saying, hey, you know what? We're now pivoting, and they're going bearish on the bond market. That's gonna be interesting. That's all I can say right now. Is it's interesting. Bond market tends to lead, right? But I'd say it's kind of something to be mindful of. To say I'm not a little nervous about the bearish positions I got, I would be lying, but I wanted to see what the market did as we got into earnings time. This is the main thing I want to know. I want to know earnings time. Speaking of earnings, that's what I said we were going to look at. Earnings. Let me bring up the Discords. All right. Let me bring up the Discords. I might move this back off the screen. What do you got? Artificial gecko skin. Oh, nice. Did they make this actually happen? By the way, I watched this, Rosebud. Yeah, that fusion power stuff is really cool. Where is it? Here it is. All right. Yeah, I'll move this back off screen. We got today. We got Logitech. I wonder if they already announced. Let me get this back off screen here. Okay. So let me bring up Twitter. I can't. I'm not gonna do that and be able to see chat. Geico Skin and Research Lab. What? So someone's literally making the Predator skin. This is gonna be dope, man. I'm excited. Someone's gonna be walking around with Predator. They're gonna put the little laser on their shoulder. It's gonna be awesome. Home. Dude, I don't know anything about freaking Twitter. Just give me to my page. There it is. Shaboopy. All right, so Crane. Is there anything today that looks worth a dang? Logitech is Logitech. It looks like they do earnings. This isn't, Logi's not going to impact the market any way or another. Okay, they have earnings today after the bell. They're not going to impact the market, so it doesn't matter. But tomorrow starts the big ones. Verizon, are they tomorrow before the bell? They might be. They are tomorrow before the bell. Verizon will be a big one. J&J. They are before the bell. Okay. All right. Yeah, my bad. I got it before the bell column. I forget that they did this. Lockheed Martin, Halliburton, GE, Raytheon, 3M. 3M might be the early tell on tech. Dang it. 3M might be the early tell on tech. But you do have Raytheon and Lockheed Martin tomorrow morning. You also have Union Pacific. How's UNP doing? The one thing I'm going to say is 3M. The one thing I'm going to say is Microsoft. Microsoft tomorrow after the bell. Okay, man. I'll be going now and see you soon. All right, man. Just logging. Day, man. Take care. Best of luck to you. Feel free to always ask questions, man. Just continue to learn. Continue to learn. Continue to learn. Do not worry about putting a large capital into play. Learn, and then scale up your finances, okay? But always ask questions. But all right, Microsoft, Intuitive Surgical tomorrow, Capital One, F5, CN, Martine. Yes, sir. Anytime, bud. Stride. Okay, Microsoft tomorrow after the bell. This is going to be huge. And what is Microsoft doing now? This thing. All right, I'm curious. Did Microsoft participate in that latest little push up on the market? They did not. I know Alphabet didn't. And I would say, Apple did not. Let me get off these long-term moving averages. It's so hard to see the chart. Alphabet did a little bit. Amazon's slagging today, though. Amazon is not participating today. So, man, tomorrow after the bell is going to be a big. Yeah, they did. I think it was last Thursday or Friday. They actually did announce. Let me go to homepage. They invested a couple $1 billion into OpenAI. They announced that this morning. So, yeah, Microsoft's going to give us. I think Microsoft's going to either make or break the market. If they announce anything bad, I think the market's going to get crushed. If they announce anything good, if they beat top line, beat bottom line, and reaffirm guidance going forward, I mean, might not see crazy bullishness, but I don't think we'd see bearishness either. And it might just depend on how other companies are doing. But Microsoft's going to give us the first look, and tomorrow after the bell. And we might not see much price action on the market until tomorrow afternoon. So I don't know if we see a lot of sell down today. I mean, Microsoft obviously is turning over, so a lot of people are selling out of obviously tech after that run up it had this morning. But it just might be one of those that. Oh man, I don't know. We might not just move anywhere until tomorrow, until we get to Microsoft. If we have a little bit of troubled earnings tomorrow morning, today after the bell, tomorrow morning, I could see the market kind of coming back and down a little bit, but nothing crazy until we get to Microsoft. Microsoft is going to be the big deal. I know I'm hitting this. I'm hitting this pretty hard, but man, they are going to be the big ones. they are going to be the big ones that kind of determine a lot because they're the largest weighting this week. And I know a lot of people are talking Tesla. Man, I don't give a crap about Tesla. It's all about, to me, it's all about Microsoft. So definitely be watching what Microsoft does Tuesday after the bell. And we'll be talking about it here. We'll be looking at it. But I was really kind of shocked at how bullish we came out today. But it makes a lot of sense, man. I mean, you got to try to turn the market, right? You got to try to get the market going bullish. And they did a really good job of that in the first hour and a half today. First hour and a half, they did that. And, I mean, it has come right back down. Hey, Diet. Let me go to my history. I want you. Fed stopped babbling. Hey, we need them to talk more. Let me. Nope. This guy, Stocks Channel. How I predicted the bear market breakout before it happened. This is the video I started watching just a few minutes before I got on. I was just like, dude, shut your mouth. And you know what's funny? The other thing I hated about this is he put this out an hour after the market was open. He made that go live. Scammy ass crap like that, man. Can't stand it. Dude, if we sell all the way back down today, I'm not saying we are, but we're about halfway there right now. But if we sell all the way back down today on the SPY and get kind of back close to that 397 level, dude, you know how many people are going to be freaking trapped up here? Just faked out. Just massive fake out. My puts are already green. Hey, good for you. My puts are not green. I need you to use your big boy account and, crush the market here. Yeah, let's take a look at the Qs. What are the Qs doing this year? So here's with log off. Going from kind of the beginning of the year drop, tying in with some of these highs. We missed the high, actually. It didn't connect perfectly in back in March, April. Connecting in with August. Got right to it on the CPI morning back in December. Broke that this morning, okay? So if we turn log on, it's a little bit, we didn't quite get there back in December. We didn't quite get there today. But, we're connected in with August highs. Didn't quite get there back in March, April. But we're still just down here consolidating. We haven't taken out December highs. Until we take out December highs, man, there ain't no way I'd be bullish. Ain't no way. We're just still here consolidating. That's why it's so damn painful. Theta keeps getting crushed, and it's annoying. Yeah, it's amazing how much the charts look different. Like, you're like, oh, today, this is the breakout. Like, we're having the breakout. If log's off. But if you got log on, where it's like, oh, we're not there yet. It's just so interesting, man. It's just like the little things like that Wall Street knows how to play the game better than anybody. Yeah, one thing I noticed of VIX, though, we'll look at the past 2 days. The VIX, I put this out over the weekend on TradingView. Basically this idea. Basically just talking about the VIX on Friday. How the market was trading higher. And then once you got to the afternoon, you notice the VIX started trading higher. Even though the market was trading higher. The VIX didn't drop anymore. So it was kind of interesting to see that. A lot of people pile into puts. Speaking of puts, but I want to see kind of what the VIX is doing now. So that's interesting. It's really been climbing. Let me throw the VIX on here. VIX. I'm going to look at the PCC. I was looking at that just a little bit ago. New price, boom. Yeah, during this little run up, that's kind of what I thought. During this little run up, the VIX started climbing. VIX started climbing. And look at that. Oh my gosh. Man, that VIX has exploded higher. Yeah, it was. I mean, it was just climbing all through that second half of the day on Friday as the market was trading higher. And typically, you don't see that, right? Typically, you don't see the VIX climb when the market's going bullish like that. Um, but the VIX even taking out Friday. Is that Friday? No, that's this morning's high. So the VIX is taking out this morning's high. That's funny. That's funny. Let me look at. Let me look at. I'm gonna show you guys this. PCC. I don't know if y'all saw this, but the PCC this morning. Look at this gap down on the PCC. How many people came out and bought calls this morning? Or buying calls on the open. Nobody was buying puts. Nobody was buying puts. And then over the past, while the market's been open, people have been buying a lot of puts. People have been buying a lot of puts. Wonder why so many people bought puts back on Jan 18. Man, that's a lot of put buying. I don't know why. I don't know why so many people were buying puts. But what day was Jan 18? Oh, this sell down day? Yeah, but why? Why did it open that high? Like, I don't know. It shouldn't open that high. That's really weird because we opened pretty much flat. It wasn't like we gapped down, so I don't know why the PCC would opened way up there. Yeah, I don't get that. But it's just really weird. It's just kind of funny to see how much people are bullish for whatever reason this morning, right out the gate. Rosebud, what's going on? What are you watching? Is there anything out there moving that you're watching? I'm just curious. I'm trying to get an understanding. Do you have a good European ETF? European ETF. Franklin European bonds. Franklin Templeton. Dividend cuts. Barclays positive on AMD, Qualcomm, downgrades applied material. Ooh. APB. AMAT. Jesus, I forgot their ticker symbol. Oh, cool. So AMAT got downgraded, but yet they're still up 3% today. That's cool. All right, let's do that. Oof, man, that looks strong. Up 6% today on Nvidia. Oh man, what does the MACD RSI say? Oh yeah, we definitely got a divergence. Not to say that it's gonna amount to anything. Nvidia would have to overturn this right now to the bearish direction for this divergence to play out. That's pretty strong. Going up right here on the MACD. So yeah, Nvidia better get to turn that over. Weekly's actually on the stochastics getting the overbought area. All right. Let's see here. Ooh, man, I'm watching the index over on my left screen. That SPY is getting down to 399 now. It's below 400. AMD. Yeah, look at that gap up. Man, nice. It's real nice. Let's see if they're going to stick to their guns. Are they going to stick to their guns for the next few months? TSM, glad I didn't run this. What are you talking about, man? The SMH isn't up. All the stocks in it are up. It doesn't mean the SMH is up. Yeah, dude, I'm I'm not trying to say right now is a good time to buy puts on semiconductors, but right now it looks like a pretty good time to buy puts on semiconductors. Chip stocks report Wednesday should be interesting. Do they? So Wednesday we do get before the bell. So before the bell is going to be important, right? Because this is going to be Tuesday after the bell, Wednesday before the bell. All of these companies are going to impact Wednesday's trading session. So we're going to get Boeing, AT&T, Progressive, ASML. What's ASML? I don't know. I don't know what ASML is. Abbott Labs. What the? I'm sorry. Freeport McMoran. Oh, okay. Materials. Basically, that's going to be one of the bigger material companies reporting. Nasdaq. Next Era Energy, HSS. Dutch chip machine maker. Okay. ASML. All right. ADP. ADP. And hold on. Where are the semiconductors? Well, Nvidia's okay. That's a ways off. AMD's next week. TSM. TSM already did theirs. AVGO. AVGO's a little bit ways off. Intel's this week. Intel's Thursday. Usually they do theirs usually before the bell. Was that on the list? Intel Thursday. Intel's Thursday after the bell. Right up there with Visa. Okay. And then what who else out there? TXN, Texas Instruments. Oh, Texas Instruments tomorrow. Oh yeah, okay, there it is right there. Intuitive Surgical. Oh yeah, you're gonna get Microsoft and semiconductors. Dude, Wednesday trading is going to hugely be important. Microsoft better not miss. And if both of these two miss or have anything bad to say, Microsoft and Texas Instruments, Wednesday will be a bad day on the market. If that happens. If both of them are bad, that'll be bad. LXRC Wednesday. Lam Research, huh? Other chip maker machine. They are. Right there. Yeah. Wednesday after the bell. IBM also Wednesday after the bell. Tesla Wednesday after the bell. ServiceNow. Who cares about ServiceNow? Steel Dynamics Wednesday after the bell. Castle Wolfspeed. CSX Rail. That'll give you a look into the economy and transports. Very important. CSX, which UNP, Union Pacific, is tomorrow before the bell. That's also a very important one. Watch Union Pacific. Watch Union Pacific tomorrow morning. So we'll definitely have to see that. Seagate hardware or storage. So kind of a semiconductor, kind of a play on data and cloud. But a pretty important one. Yeah, this is a week, man. And whichever way we kind of pop this week is if it's up, if we're down, dude. Next week will be just as equally as important because to have an actual breakout or breakdown, you need that to hold over 2 days, or if it's on a weekly time frame, 2 weeks, right? You need that to be there for 2 weeks. So if we break up this week, you need it to hold next week. And currently, it looks like we're just gonna maybe even just chop in this triangle still until we get to next week. That'd be kind of interesting if we did that. False breakout, kind of come back down, chop around, then break down again. Ooh, that'd be sick. Until Thursday, I'll also watch IVG through software earnings. IGV. I think I said IVG. IGV. What day? I'll also be watching IGV. Who's that? IGV. Oh, okay. ETF. All right, I got it. Software ETF. Yeah. Yeah, right up here, kind of at a resistance area. Those highs back in November, December. How's Salesforce doing today? Salesforce gap up. They laid off people and they gapped up. You gotta like that, man. You gotta like that. CRM is above its December high because of how much it got crushed in the very beginning part of December from its earnings. So this is the earnings gap down it had. CRM did, and yeah, nice little pop higher, but it's not above its November high, which is kind of important. Adobe, Microsoft, Oracle, CRM, etc. Okay, I get you. All the big software peeps. What's that? Man, there's one out there that people are really all about. It IPO'd here a couple of years ago. I can't remember. Man, it's priced around 20 or $10. I can't remember it. And if someone said it, I'd know it. But Paradigm? It's not Paradigm. Snow is one. Snowflake. It's not the one I was thinking of, but Snow is one. Team. Now. Now, a lot of it thought of it as a big time rival to Google, if that helps. not to make you my search filter, Rosebud. I just cannot think of the name. It was really popular. A lot of retail peeps really loved the stock. And a lot of investment people like the stock, but it doesn't matter. ServiceNow, and they have earnings on Thursday. Team and Lazian Corporation. Apollo. Okay, I don't know. Spy. All right, Spy. What are you doing, man? Spy getting a little bounce action. Ooh, man, it is crazy to see how quickly that thing just sold right back down. ADRs are performing here. Yeah, it's a day, man. It's a day. It's just kind of doing its thing. You got past the Leaps expiration that was on Friday, and the market immediately starts moving. Right? I mean, we took out a high, flipped the market. Probably a lot of people hopped on bullish as we did that. But we're still not going anywhere. We've come right back down. It's kind of like a false breakout. So far, it's like a false breakout. We'll see if that holds. EMPH. XBI. Oh, XBI sold off pretty hard. Tell that. Yeah, they did. Look at that sell down. Jesus. AAPL slowly rolling over. Man, you don't want to see AAPL get back down to 138, though. Man, that would be bad news for the market. Today. I'm talking about today. If it got back down there today, that would be bad news. I still don't think we'll do much into tomorrow's close. Unless there's some really major bad earnings today or tomorrow morning, I don't think we'll do much. I think the market's going to wait for Microsoft. And who is the other big one tomorrow? Texas Instruments. Those two are going to be big time. Intuitive Surgical. INSR no G into ISRG. I think I put in an N in there. Yeah, ISRG. Ooh. Into SNPS Workday. Ooh, Intuit. Nice little breakout higher here. But man, they sold down pretty good. Man, they had a nice little choppy range in here for a little bit over a month. For about a month. Yeah, about a month actually. Man, we're gonna do or die time right really soon on the market though. SNPS, Synopsys, Technology Service Package Software. I like WDay. I like WDay a lot. Let's see what they've gotten down to. FTNT, Fortnite. I mean, I like the round the bottom. Get some lower highs, excluding this gap down here. Not too bad. Kind of coming up. WDay though. I'm a big fan of this company. If we do get that market sell down, I might be willing to take some leaps on this sucker. How much is this thing sold off? I mean, this thing came down 58% from the high to the low. Rose. Alphabet's been on a little bit of a run here the past couple of weeks. You know, it bottomed back in October, bounced, come back down, higher low, setting up just to go bullish. When do they have earnings? They have earnings the day after Fed. Oh, they do, the day after Fed. Man, if we're selling down really hard by then, and they have earnings, they might gap up and still get sold off. It'd be kind of interesting to see how this plays out here over the next 2 weeks, next week and a half before we get to their earnings. Thursday after the bell next week, Friday the 2nd, or February 2nd. Google. When's Amazon? Amazon's is going to be the same day. AAPL, Amazon, Alphabet, all on the same day. Ew. Let me see what high. If I adjust this line here on Alphabet, is that where we got to? I mean, that is really, really close. With all of those highs, that is really close. Healthcare under pressure. Yeah, everything was weak early. The only bright spot was tech early in the morning. Let's see if they're still kind of lit. I'm going to expand this out. It was Tesla. It was semiconductors. It was AAPL and Microsoft and Google. And there was a few scattering here. Everything else was kind of gray or red as you see it now. XLF, the financials, they're doing all right. They're doing pretty good. But yeah, it wasn't everywhere, man. It was like 2021 again. It was those kind of names absolutely leading. Visa and MasterCard are kind of flat. Even Visa's down today. Let's see what they did. Visa barely break out and has come back down. MasterCard barely broke the high from 2 weeks ago. All right. What do I need to hear from Tesla this week? I don't care for Tesla. We got so many other things that are way more important than Tesla going on. Walmart. Yeah, this is important, man. Walmart broke down. Could just be retesting these previous lows from December. So this could be pretty important. Target. And Target's kind of the opposite of that. Target's kind of trending higher. All right. All right. Home Depot. Lowe's. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just the market looks so funky right now. Like if tech didn't do what it did this morning, I don't know if the market's up. I don't think the market's positive right now. I mean, the Qs are up 1%, roughly 1% over the SPY. Not quite, but really close. IWM made a run so far. Nice little upper wick there. The DIA. Woo, nice little doji with a pretty good upper wick there. What about the equal weighted SP 500? Yeah, even the equal weighted SP 500 took. Oh, the equal weighted SP 500. Look at that. It took out the November, December highs. The RSP took out those highs. All right. I don't know what the heck's going on here. Yeah. Yeah. They have been ever since basically last week. Basically last Wednesday when we got that sell down on the marketplace. It was led a lot by value. Value was getting hit hard. The Dow Jones names. Yeah. I would agree with that. They have not been performing. And I know we're seeing a little bit of that transition. And if we go back and look, SPY. Let me go back to. Let me go back to 01. Let me clean that. Let me add in the Qs. Same percent. Where was it? I think is it this spot? Yeah, that was kind of. I know that's really hard to see, guys. Let me zoom in. I'm gonna go back to it. That is it right there. So we had that initial sell down, right, on the market. Right, yeah. But man, look at that Q pop. That was pretty strong there. Let me see. Where's the other one? No, I don't. I thought that was it. That was not it. Or I thought that one was it. But that was not it. No, I don't know. Never mind. I thought I had it. I know what I was looking for, but I just don't see it. Yeah, I just don't see it. Yeah, I don't know. I just can't find it. I just can't find what I was looking for. Oh, doggone it. All right. Let's see. What are we doing here? S&P 500. Dude, that was a pretty nasty sell down. Not gonna lie. After hitting the log downward trending line that we've had going for the whole year, that was a pretty nasty sell down. Could have been a pretty nasty fake out. We will find out We'll find out. See if the market makes a run back up into those daily highs, or does it kind of roll back over? I don't expect much bullishness tomorrow unless we hear some absolutely marvelous commentary out of earnings, or I don't really expect a lot of movement tomorrow on the price action until we get to probably Wednesday. Wednesday to me will be the day because Tuesday after the bell, Microsoft will report. So will Intel, and both of those to me will tell you a lot about the semiconductor space and just tech in general. And they both weigh a lot on the market. And so since you're getting a representation from both of those huge sectors on the marketplace, Texas Instruments, Microsoft Tuesday after the bell is probably going to tell you everything you need to know about this earnings season. And you'll probably see if they both come out and lay an egg, it probably just expect bearishness for the next like 2 months as we just continue to go through earnings season. Alpha Hunters, that's about all I got. Market, heck of a move this morning. Took out a lot of those levels that a lot of people were watching. Possibly a false breakout. Probably got a lot of people to flip positions. And then, they came back in and sold it down about an hour ago. Starting about an hour ago. Alpha Hunters, y'all have a great rest of your day. Take care, and I will chat with y'all tomorrow. Alrighty, take care, Alpha Hunters.